Hey, 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 welcome to another episode of No Face, No Case. Today we're going to go right into it. A topic today is going to be about chivalry. As you can see from the heading, chivalry is dead. And we're going to talk about why chivalry is dead. This is a topic I've discussed with a lot of people, especially with women. And so I wanted to talk about it a little bit more today. So without any further ado, we're just going to go right into it. Why is chivalry dead? I'm of the opinion that women completely killed chivalry in the plan of being pursuing equality, in the plan of wanting to, make things, have their voice heard and wanting to be equal with men, they've also killed chivalry because by so doing, they've begun to compete with men, and men are deciding to do it right back, and it's become a competition instead of it being all romantic and cute and what it used to be. Back in the day, chivalry was a big thing because women were very feminine, very nurturing, very submissive, very catering. So a man was willing to be chivalrous. Today, you can see it on social media. Women are fighting just as hard as men. Women are cussing more than men. But this same women want men to pay their hard-earned money to take them out on a date, to provide for them. There's videos of women putting a list of everything they want a man to provide for them, even on the first date. There was a thing that went viral recently where women made a list of all the places that man cannot take them. I'll say that again. Women made a list of all the places a man cannot take them, from places like Applebee's and places that are basically franchises, right? Because they feel like they deserve to have a special restaurant. The part about this that is very disturbing to me is the man is paying. The audacity for a person to think you could tell somebody where to take you with their own money. But this is what it's become. And social media went crazy on it and everybody agreed with it. Even some men agreed with it, which is just absolutely ludicrous to me. But the first thing I will talk about is why chivalry is dead. First thing I want to talk about with this is understand that chivalry is not a right. Chivalry is not a right, it's a privilege. A man holding the door open, a man paying for the first date, a man paying for the meal, pulling your chair out, all those things on the first date is not a right, it's a privilege. What do I mean by that? While a man is supposed to provide, he provides for his woman. His woman being a woman he has chosen to be with long term. On first date, he has not chosen you. On first date, you're just getting to know each other. You don't owe him anything, and he doesn't owe you anything. So the fact that a man is willing to pay on a first date, you don't deserve it. He is being nice. That's called a privilege. But somewhere down the line, women have started to think it is a right. You see women say all the time, if a man doesn't pay, he's not getting a second date. And I've asked a bunch of women the same question. If you had to be the one as a woman to pay for the date for both you and the man, how many dates would you go on? Every single woman I've asked said no. No woman wants to spend their hard earned money against no man. I see on social media all the time women complaining about the fact men don't want to go on dates anymore. Men just want to Netflix and chill. Well, you can see why. On average, most dates don't go to second dates. Like most first dates, probably 70% of them don't lead to second date. Well, for a woman, you can see the benefits. She got free food, free drinks. If they went out to a club or to a concert, all that was free. So it doesn't really matter to her if she gets a second date, but she's not out of pocket any money. Well, for a man, if he spends $100, that $100 is gone. If he spends $200, that $200 is gone. Do the math in the whole month. If he goes to 3 dates, spends $100, that's $300 down the drain if he never got anything out of it, never got a second date. So you can see why a man may not be willing to go on a date. So let's talk about that a little bit further. Well, my point is understand that it is a privilege, not a right. So if a man pays for the date, firstly, you should be saying thank you. I have had this conversation with a lot of women I've noticed in the dates I've been on. Most women do not say thank you when a man pays. There is this subconscious mindset that a man is supposed to pay, and they take it for granted. So I had the poll put up on Facebook once, and most men said only about 1% of the women on their dates say thank you. This is a common thing that happens. And the same women are going to complain that there's no good men and men don't want to go on dates. Well, if a man keeps paying and you're not appreciative, why should he keep paying? The second part of what killed it is a lot of pride and a lot of ego. You see on social media women demanding what they want. You have to pay for this and you have to pay for that. No man has to do anything, especially on first date, because he does not know you. The purpose of a first date, let's just break it down to the simple factor, is to get to know each other. Whether he asks you on the date or you ask him on a date, that has no bearing on who pays. Because I've seen a lot of people say, well, if you ask the person, then you pay. That's absolutely nonsense. Somebody has to initiate the conversation. Somebody has to initiate a date. So society says men should lead in initiating. Well, that's free to do, so it's not a problem. Most women don't want to initiate because they're afraid of rejection. Men are used to rejection. They get rejected all the time, so they don't have a problem asking. But just because a man asks you on a date doesn't mean he's obligated to pay. He doesn't have to pay. He can pay for himself and you pay for yourself. Another benefit to that is if you pay for yourself as a woman, then you don't have to worry about him expecting anything else because you paid for yourself. But the truth is, most women do not want to spend their money. And this is what causes a lot of this debate and a lot of the issues because now a man pays, especially if he pays a lot of money, he feels like you owe him something. So the simple solution would be pay for yourself and you don't have to worry. Men are willing to be chivalrous. Men are willing to do all the romantic things. Keyword when they like the woman. Most men are going to hold the door open. Most men are by nature instinctively will hold the door open because they're trying to make an impression, things like that. But my point is that he does not have to. It doesn't make him a bad man. Doesn't mean he's not a gentleman. The truth is he doesn't know you. You don't deserve it yet. What have you done to prove you deserve this? This is another question I've asked a lot of women. Society says a man is obligated, hold the doors open, pay for the first date. All right, fine. Well, my question is, what is a woman obligated to do on first date? If a man is obligated to spend his hard-earned money on the first date to pay for you, what are you expected to do? You can't say communication and conversation because you're getting that from him. You can't say pay attention or be respectful because you're getting that from him too. What are you giving the man on first date that he is not required to give to you? And the answer is nothing. There's nothing that society requires of women doing first date. And that's kind of unfair hypocrisy because men are expected to pay, men are expected to hold the door open, men are expected to protect. If a man attacks you or harasses you, he's supposed to risk his life and protect you, and he don't even know you. He has not even chosen you. He's not even dating you yet. So that's my point is that women need to appreciate chivalry because the truth is no man owes you chivalry until you are his woman. No man has to provide until you are his woman. Providing is for his woman, not for woman he just met. And so to the second point I wanted to go on as well too is understand the difference between value and worth. And I think this plays a role big time because social media has affected a lot of women's view about their value. It's good to be confident. Everybody feels they're the best and it's great to feel that way. But understand the difference between your value and your worth. Value is what you think about yourself. You can think you're the best mother in the world, you're the best sister in the world, you're the best, whatever you want to call yourself. It's great to have those beliefs. That's a beautiful thing. But worth is what somebody else sees in you. I'll give an example. I have a Jeep that I think is lovely and is beautiful, has all the great features, vented seats, heated steering wheel, heated mirrors, and all those beautiful features, rims, all that, right? I feel to me is almost priceless, and I should deserve $50,000 or whatever crazy amount for it. Well, the truth is, it doesn't matter how I feel. When I want somebody to buy that car, they're going to go off of the blue book value, which is about 17,000. That's what they're going to go off of. And so when you bring it back to context of what I'm saying, it doesn't matter how great you feel about yourself as a woman. If you're not able to prove that value to a man, it doesn't matter. He's not going to see that value, and you won't be worth much to him. So the question is, what do you bring to the table to a man to make you deserve for him to be chivalrous, to deserve for him to follow your rules? Every woman doesn't do anything on the physical on the first date and all this stuff. But where is the value to the man? We see the value to you. He's paying money on the first date. He's spending on you. He's telling you how beautiful you are and saying all these things that make you feel good. But what are you bringing to the table that should make a man willing to invest in you? Doesn't matter how you feel about yourself when you are starting to buy into somebody else. There was a post on Facebook that asked women, what do you bring to the table that will keep your man from leaving you? And not one woman answered the question. Every single woman said he can leave if he wants to. You can't stop a man from cheating. He can, just all these arrogant answers. While women have a long list of their preference. The man has to be tall, dark, handsome. He has to have hair. He has to have money. He has to be successful. Every woman has their long list of things that they feel a man has to bring to the table to be the man for them. But when you ask them what they bring to the table, they become offended. Is it really the fact that the mention that's that question, or is it the fact that women really do not bring anything beyond looks? So a lot of the reason why chivalry is dead is men don't have to settle for one woman anymore. On social media is literally the best thing that happened to men and the worst thing that happened to women. A lot of women have gotten false confidence on social media. When you filter your face, when you got makeup on, when you crop your pictures, when you put the fake hair and the lashes and you're getting your inbox blowing up, you start thinking you're a hot commodity and every man wants you. What you don't realize is that same hello beautiful text you're getting has been copied and pasted to about 100 other women. The big girl on social media is getting just as much attention as the bad chick on social media because men have options. They're not pursuing you for a relationship, they're pursuing you to get some. Everybody knows that. But a lot of women become so prideful because they think, well, obviously, I have so many options, many people in my inbox, so I don't have to try. I don't have to put in any effort. Well, the problem with that is you're going to lose out on a lot of good men because now you're not able to decipher between who's the good man who wants to pursue you for real and who's the man who's just faking just to take advantage of you. And so in this day and age, it's become easier for men because social media gives them a plethora of options, while women are getting a lot of attention but no quality because they don't know how to sift through it. So my point is understand that chivalry is a privilege. It is not a right. You don't deserve it on the first date. It is nice for men to do all those things, to be romantic, to pay the bill, to do all those things. It's nice for him to do. It's a privilege, but he does not have to do that. It is a privilege. And so now, because so many women have taken that for granted, men are choosing not to do that anymore. So many women are being really borderline rude to men when they, step to them, whether it's in a club, in a bar. There's all these videos now talking about how, men no longer walk up to women anymore. And it's for the same point. Men are tired of being disrespected when they walk up to a woman, tired of being told that they're thirsty, tired of being called out. If he walks up to you in the gym, just says hi, you're rolling your eyes and looking away, things like that. So men no longer have to do that anymore because they're tired of being embarrassed. And so part of these behaviors women have done has killed chivalry. So now the game has changed to where now women will have to approach men, women will have to pursue men, and they've killed it. So chivalry is really not dead per se, it's dead to the women who have not shown their value to a man. If a man sees why you are different from other women besides looks, that's when you would get the best out of a man. But if all you're bringing to the table is your makeup and your hair, fake hair, and your lashes, and all the same things women are bringing to the table, even sex, like a man can get sex from any woman. It's really not that hard nowadays. So there has to be qualities that set you apart, that shows your worth to a man. So it doesn't matter how great you feel about yourself. What do you bring to the table besides the same thing every other woman brings to set you apart and make you deserve what you're asking for? Anyway, thanks for listening. I'm going to post links to my YouTube and also TikTok, and you can follow me on there for more videos. There'll be more videos to come, even more controversial topics. I appreciate you listening. Have a good one.